in temperate high hills, that is Shimla, and then to scarcity zone Dhule, and been to coastal peninsula zone Dapoli, and finally western region of Maharashtra, that is Rahuri in India. As a DDG, he was looking after one of the largest and unique technology application systems in the world, that is having more than 10,000 scientific and technical staff in 637 Krishi Vidyan Kendras. Dr. Kokate has proven expertise in organization several national and international conferences. Notable among them are International Conference on Agriculture Knowledge Management, Global Exchange Experiences at New Delhi, and he was instrumental in organizing first global conference on women in agriculture at New Delhi and 5 mega national conferences on KVKs. He has won many prestigious national awards and honors. Notable among them are Lifetime Achievement Award by the Society for Mobilization. Okay. I will take this. No problem, sir. No problem, sir. Please, sir. Thank you very much.
Good. Thank you very much, Dr. Sumant. Thank you, Dr. Sumant Kumar, Dr. Rao, and all Dilip Kumar, and all team for outside compliments for organizing this kind of very important program of capacity development. I think this is what required. I think this is what required at this point of time. Appropriate technologies. I mean, you are experiencing the present scenario, so appropriate technologies, and then again innovative approaches for sharing the information, sharing the knowledge, and all those kind of things. So all dear participants, I think many of you are from KVK. How many of you are from KVK? Can you raise the hand? 1, 2. Then university, and then other organizations. I think you are also from KVK. I would consider you from the KVK. All yeah. And any other organizations? I mean specific NGO. Well, very good. So you are. My point is that our connection with the direct connection with the farmers. How many of you are directly related, contacted with the farmers, or sometimes indirectly you are doing for the farmers? And I have been asked to, okay, fine. I mean, my point is that you are very close to the ground realities. And I have been given the topic of agriculture extension, that is past, present and future. And you are very well, aware and have your own experiences in view of farmers' requirement and how we have made the progress after independence. Past you know very well. I mean, young generation might not be aware about the PL84 scheme. I mean, that time when we are dependent on the USA, and the change we have made from ship to mouth. So that is really the contribution of the farmers of this country, and then subsequently the scientists and the policymakers and extension workers and everybody in that sense. That's why we are today self-sufficient. Before and after independence, you know, many non-government organizations, they made their efforts for the sake of farming communities. And then after the independence, community development programs were there. And the major, as far as agriculture extension is concerned, training and wheel system that was implemented with the help of World Bank and Banner pattern. That was very good effort, again very good concept, training and visit. I mean, of course there are different school of thoughts that touch and vanish and those kind of, but because of the training and visit system, some infrastructure has been created in our country. Community development program, they have, it has its own advantages, disadvantages. Then again we have implemented many programs that integrated rural development program, then integrated agriculture development program, then similarly on ICT, animal husbandry, ICDP, intensive cattle development project. So these many efforts have been made for the specific target oriented area and the client. So based on those experiences, earlier it was the monopurpose operation, we used to say. mono-purpose our extension worker. He was focused upon the extension kind of activities, and then subsequently he has been the multi-purpose approach. In training and wage system, he was specifically have been given the responsibility of training and wage. And then based on those experiences, then again we have broad-based agriculture extension system. Broad-based agriculture extension system, and along with Government of India's many programs, high yielding variety program, 66, 67, we have achieved the green revolution. That time this ICT was not there. Dr. Sharma has presented very well. At present we have these tools, high-tech, this kind of technologies we have. But that time we do not have, this kind of technologies. But in spite of that, we could achieve the green revolution, that you know very well, and high yielding variety program, and a major breakthrough about the high yielding varieties of wheat and then rice. That our predecessors made a tremendous job. That's why today we are eating, we are taking breakfast, we are taking lunch, we are taking dinner, and it all vanishes. Again we have to produce, and again we are getting it. So nobody realizes this, the way the contribution made by agriculture. And that's why continuously we have been convincing the policy makers to make more and more and more investment in agriculture. That is what today it is required. And sometimes there is a mismatch between policies and development priorities. So that's what I think. Of course we have made efforts, and those efforts definitely contributed to self-sufficiency, food security, nutritional security. So I was talking about our efforts, earlier efforts, whatever from the point of view of extension programs, that as I said about training and wheels, it was a major program as far as extension is concerned. Then subsequently Indian Council of Agriculture Research implemented many programs like Lab to Land program, Operational Research program, and then KVKs, Krishi Vigyan Kendras, and then recently under NATP, Institution Village Linkage program. That again linking villages with the institution, and then again under this Ministry of Agriculture, under NATP, this Atma point was made, Agriculture Technology Management Agency. These all efforts definitely contributed to various revolutions. We have various kinds of experiences about revolutions, green revolution, white revolution. In milk we have surpassed USA 15 years back. 15 years back we have surpassed our in milk production. So that is a great contribution as far as milk production. Of course production and productivity is our concern, genetic improvement is our concern. So this white revolution, blue revolution related to fisheries aspect. Of course oilseed and pulses, these are our major challenges. Still we are importing pulses and oilseed. And now that's why we talk about the rainbow revolution. We want continuous kind of revolution, and major challenge in this is sustainability. Major challenge is sustainability, and then the profitability. How we are going to get the profitability of the farmers. Few days back when we were discussing about how really farmer share in consumer price we can increase. That is again a challenging task. We have been now successful in increasing the production. We have record food production. Last year we could have 263 million tons of food grain production. In spite of this kind of situations, in spite of natural calamities, we have drought situation and similar time with similar this kind of in Maharashtra, Karnataka or Andhra Pradesh we have drought situation. Here in Bihar or Uttarakhand we have torrential rains, flood situation. So these are again the challenging tasks we have. This what we talk about the climate change. That is nothing new in that. Climate change is nothing new for us. But we have been managing in Rajasthan continuously. This state is managing with this kind of situation. But still, as far as I said, this is the sustainability point of view, and then increasing population point of view. How we can have in future another maybe by 2020, 2030, how we may have the nutritional security and food security. And that's why we have to have appropriate technologies. This is a very important thing. And that's why we have this location specific technology. As you are from the universities, our job is we have to have location specific technology. Similarly, we have to have location specific extension methodologies, and that's why we have the federal system. As I said, ICR has initiated this Krishi Vigyan Kendras in 1974, and now today we have 639 Krishi Vigyan Kendras. The concept was every district should have, this kind of institution with the team of scientists, team of subject matter specialists, which can backstop to all stakeholders who are engaged in agriculture development of that micro situation. So KVK is a centrally sponsored or federal system, decentralized science. That is a Krishi Vigyan Kendra. And similarly, if you see the extension, the Atma is decentralized extension system at the district level. So these two, KVK and Atma, these both are working at the district level from the federal system. And now major responsibility is the state functionary. So that coordination is required. State has its own agriculture department. So at the present scenario, if you come, so we have pluralistic extension system. There are many players who are working for the farmers. Maybe public, maybe private, maybe NGOs, what are all stakeholders are there. And that's why we used to, under National Agriculture Research System, which includes ICR and state agriculture universities. And then of course other international CGR systems, they are also working with that. So now we have to have the agriculture innovation system, which will not only include in the public but also the private system. Whatever beneficial to the farmers, that's why we say that agricultural innovation system. And that way, whatever good for the farmer, that should go to the all farming community. So, but how we are going to do that? Question is, in all vulnerable areas, you know very well, whatever we have achieved green revolution or whatever development has occurred, that is in pockets. That is in pockets. If you see northeastern region, it is said that we have established Krishi Vigyan Kendra 14,000 height feet in Neoma in Kashmir, 14,000 height feet, and similarly below mean sea level also, like Andaman Nicobar or Pattanam Thitta, Tamil Nadu. So this, across the country at different locations, and some of the places like Arunachal Pradesh or Kashmir, the people say that nothing is available except KVK and BSNL. So these are the situation. These are the vulnerable situation, then climatic situation. There now we have to make the focus. There I think we have to make the focus. And that's why now change in agriculture extension, we have been focusing upon the production system, productivity aspect, and through knowledge, through information. Now this is the era of skill. Skill part is more important. What are the skills required in various aspects, various activities? For example, now pomegranate. Very well, if you see Maharashtra, it has a monopoly. Maximum area of pomegranate is in Maharashtra. Similarly in Karnataka and Andhra Pradesh. In India, we have the monopoly of this super fruit. Pomegranate is a super fruit. Of course, Israel again is competing with us. Our Bhagwa variety, just I am giving how extension has, different challenges. We have now this kind of superfruits, high value crops. For farmers are earning about 8 to 10 lakh rupees per acre in pomegranate. And they are, taking care like anything, like our own child. They are taking care of the plant. And in this drought situation, very difficult to give the irrigation to these orchards, pomegranate orchards. They are, trying with the tankers, this thing, that thing. But under this very difficult areas, dryland areas, they are, having the example. On another side, we say about the suicides of the farmers. But the similar situation, there are farmers who are earning like anything. So those examples, those confidence building is required. That is again the challenge of the extension. How in the similar situation, one person is making the suicide, another person is doing wonderful farming. So that's what we are trying. That suicide is a very another complex issue. That again a kind of different kind of debate we may have. But I want to say that the positiveness, also positive attitude we have to see. These kind of appropriate technologies are available, location specific. So where there is drought, where there is a flood situation, we have to have proper planning of that particular micro-eco situation. And that's what we are trying now, that in Maharashtra is concerned, that farmers capacity building. We have now wonderful example of our own in tomato. For example, tomato in Narayangao of Maharashtra, that is a unique example in the country where farmers, they themselves decide the price of the tomato. That kind of system has been created. That market, all, your merchants, middlemen, they are registered over there. Farmers are registered in that market. In 2008, this has been initiated. Those, wonderful, package of practices of tomato under control condition and on field condition. Farmers produce, summer tomato crop, kharif tomato crop, rabi tomato crop. They have very good cropping pattern, and continuously they supply to the market, and then they at the market level, that marketplace, they are exposed to market rates. What is the market rate in Chhattisgarh? What is the market rate in West Bengal? What is the market rate in Delhi? And then that merchant and farmer and the quality of the tomato. They are expert about the quality. According to quality of his own product, he understands because of his experiences. Now if the this product, tomato is going to Delhi, Delhi rate is like this, so my quality is like this, I require this much rate. And on spot, that farmers get the rate of the farm, that his tomato production. So these examples are available. But how we can do these examples in another commodities? Those examples are, that's why now we are focusing upon the market-led extension. And in Maharashtra we have Maharashtra Agriculture Competitiveness Projects. Under those projects, that again it is World Bank funded and this thing. Under this project, our efforts are going on about farmers producer companies. Farmers producer, they are a group activity. And under that, if there are 100 farmers, their cropping pattern is decided. Cropping pattern is decided as per the market demand. As per the market demand and the resources available at the farmers level. Why I am telling you all those things? Because that micro level planning is totally missing. At the national level we make the plan, policies, 4% growth is to be achieved. But how that 4% growth is to be achieved? Another major challenge is how we are going to increase the agriculture share in GDP. What it indicates, about 14-15%. At the time of independence, our share was about 50% in GDP. That has been declined drastically. So that policymakers we are trying to convince that people who are engaged in agriculture, their income levels are less as compared to non-agriculture. And that gap is widening. How we are going to reduce that gap? And that's why major now focus is how we are going to increase the income of the farmers and how these appropriate technologies. And there, as an expert, you must be having your own domain of expertise. Your challenge is how best knowledge. That's why this another important topic is innovative approaches for knowledge sharing. So as a scientist, as a academician, your challenge is how best knowledge you can give it to the farmers in difficult situation. And that's why now we are not talking about now district, going down to the tehsil level or block level, and then according to availability of soil, according to availability of water, we have to have appropriate cropping pattern. And now every farmer, whether it is a small farmer or big farmer, the challenge is how we are going to produce more from less for more. And these smallholders particularly, though they are smallholders, there we are telling them at least 10% should be high-tech. 10% should be high-tech. Now near Ahmednagar district, we are making the model of 1 acre sugarcane, 1 hectare model if you say, 1 acre sugarcane, 1 acre pomegranate, and another remaining, this 10R is polyhouse and 10R is shade net. So high-tech should be the 10% or every landholder. So that planning, he may earn about 10 to 12 lakh rupees per year if this kind of model. Pomegranate itself he can get more money, but supported by this kind of thing. So integrated farming system mode, how we can have the location specific models, including animal component, including fisheries, high-tech in any kind of thing, even in animal component high-tech, any fisheries kind of thing. So 10% high-tech farmers should do, and that kind of knowledge is required now. because if anything happens, farmer should get something. Any delayed rains, scanty rains, drought situation, flood situation, under that locality, he should get something like like we get our salary part. That kind of models also we have developed, that there are farmers, right, in Punjab, there are farmers that January to December, from January, which crop he will get the income. February, similarly that. So monthly, like 30 to 40,000 minimum per month he should get it. Like that, 700 to 1,000 rupees per day. So do we have that kind of models, that knowledge, that kind of skills? That is the challenge, I think. So that we are now, this is what we are trying in extension, how we may have this kind of appropriate technologies, and then formation of these farmers producer companies, or even not only exactly the companies, but the group action, that group discussion, group farming and group marketing. That approach, I think, would be very useful in coming future. I think ultimately money. Now security problem, I think that we can manage. Now record food production, as I said, record wheat production. I mean about more than 90 million tons. Within this 15 to 20 times increase after independence. Similarly in rice, more than 100 million tons. So rice, wheat, yes, we are fine. But now pulses, again this is a major challenge. We have made efforts for last 3-4 years. When I was in ICR, KVK people might be knowing that kind of thousands of demonstration, but systematic demonstration in 5 crops, pigeon pea, chickpea, would have been green moong and lentil. So across the country, I think we have worked upon 13 states, 137 districts. So what we did is capacity development. Similarly this, what kind of capacity development at the national level, and then going down to the state level and then district level. Those capacity development of extension personnel, KVK people, and then KVK people then tried capacity development of farmers, not only capacity development, but the availability of the inputs. All material, whatever pulses material, we could not cross 14 million tons of pulses. But between 2010 to 14, now our pulses production increased to 19 million tons. 4 to 5 million tons increase in these 3-4 years. Why? Because of systematic approaches, these innovative approaches. That capacity development supported by demonstrations, training and demonstration, appropriate demonstration, selection of area, and then seed, material, varieties, that kind of planning we have done district wise, what varieties of pigeon pea, what varieties of chickpea, and various 137 districts. So this kind of, I think, focus planning and then implementation part is very important. Planning will not serve unless and until it is properly implemented. And that's why skills are required at the grassroots level. As I said, top level everything is fine. Everybody is intelligent, everybody is very sharp. But the people who are working at the grassroots level, do they have the capacities to carry forward your all technologies and this thing? ICT is fine, now it is coming to our help and this thing, backstopping kind of thing. It is very challenging task. If there is no water, if there is no electricity, how our technology will perform? We have been telling the policymakers that if other systems are well in place, our technology will perform very well. If there is no water, how our technology will perform? At least one protective irrigation. Now it is a drought situation in Maharashtra, but we have now soybean crop. Today if you come to our 133 hectare area, excellent crop of soybean. That's what we are giving publicity to our this thing. Only one protected irrigation we could give to soybean crop. It is now totally, whether you say Madhya Pradesh, whether you say Maharashtra, it is a very difficult crop at this present situation, soybean crop. So this kind of technology, this kind of package of practices are available. The focus should be now on water aspect, soil aspect, how we can have the healthy soil, sustainability aspect is depend on the soil, and how we may have balanced utilization of the nutrients. Again the challenge is, nutrient use efficiency and water use efficiency. And that's why we always say integrated nutrient management, and that's why at least every farmer should have its vermicompost. Whether he has 1 acre, 2 acre, he produces his own vermicompost, because availability of chemical fertilizer will be again very difficult task. So understanding the locations, and then accordingly the program, and then backstopping to it. And then, as I said, marketing is very important. So that's why in totality we have to work in this, future point of view as far as extension is concerned. These are, I think, main thing is unpredictability. We cannot predict anything. And then similarly, uncontrollability. As I said, we have pluralistic extension system. So we cannot control everybody. We can influence their decision. We can influence their decision. I cannot say to you that do this thing or that thing, because you have your own targets. So whether it is KVK, whether it is Atma, whether it is government, state government, they have to come together, understand the things, and whatever good things are available, that should go to the farmers, and particularly the resource poor farmers. Resource poor, that is the challenge, I think, who do not have this kind of resources, and when they have to travel 15, 30, 50 kilometers to have one bag of urea, or even other, plant protection, pesticide, insecticide, very difficult. That is not available at that, in that locality. So these are logistics, again, very important issue. That's why we say that every player, whether it is a public, whether it is a private, they have to come together and plan and support backstopping to those all who are involved in agriculture farm. So that's what I wanted to share with you. And we know what another 5 years, another 10 years, all database, how much requirement, this thing. Question is how we are, how to have, this whatever input required, whether it's seed, whether it's fertilizer, whether it's water, whether it's electricity, those aspects I think we have to see critically, those availability. And as I said, investment, more and more investment, still it is not happening. Still it is not happening, the expected investment in agriculture, maybe public, maybe private. So that we have to keep on convincing the policymaker. Of course, they have their own limitations. If we have 100 rupees, our prioritization is there. Whether the defense, whether priority is defense, and then education, then health, and then coming down to agriculture. But health is depend on agriculture. So that we are trying to, we have to about 17 lakh crores of rupees plan and non-plan at the national level. 12 lakh, your non-plan, and remaining 5 lakh crores of rupees is plan. So that's why they have very limited resources, but now they are trying to get support from outside investment. Today's title is we no red tape but the red carpet to investors. Prime Minister's title. So investment is required, and there are many examples like that. Very good. Main energy would be again very important thing. And whether you are aware, in Gujarat, Bihar, they say that model like niche machli upar bijli. So that solar energy kind of thing. All ponds. Gujarat, why Gujarat is progressing? It is because of the all farm ponds. Very good efforts by establishing the farm ponds. Even now in Maharashtra, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, they have also farm pond, emphasizing about the farm ponds and this kind of thing. The soil and water, I think, that are very important thing, and accordingly our extension should be focused on that. And then again, we are watershed management. There are good example of watershed management and harvesting whatever natural water resources, and then using efficiently the available water resources. That's why micro irrigation is another very important area. And then again, we are discussing with Mahindra and Mahindra also that index of agricultural mechanization, index of differential, developments are there in agricultural mechanization. And then again, gender issue, female, who are contributing a lot to the agriculture. So their requirement, for them also we have to see how we can improve their efficiency, farm women efficiency, how we can give the quality time to the farm women. That is again we have to see. So all these are issues. So this another next speaker is here. So this is wanted to share with you. Thank you very much for your patient hearing. If you have anything to ask, kindly welcome for that. Thank you very much. So yes, Sumant Kumar.
So I have one question, sir.
Yeah.
So what is the expected role of farmer producer organization in future agriculture?
No, point is that first we have to see the how farmers would be benefited, how he can get the proper price to his commodities. That's why this farmers producer organization. Whatever he produces as per the demand, he is not getting the proper price returns. So that's why major role is to give the remunerative prices to the farming communities. That with the farmers producer companies, and then on sustainability basis. Whatever supply as per demand, they should produce it. Quality production, that is again the role, you may say, that quality produce again now we have been producing, but now the awareness has come, people are quite aware, people want the good quality produce. So that I think would be again another role of our farmers, this thing. And then proper crop planning in that area. Whatever potential is there, if I am getting water, I will go for sugarcane. If I have 10 acre, but no, I will not go for 10 acre for sugarcane. I will go for 5 acre, another 2.5 acre for chickpea, another 2.5 acre maybe of onion. So that cropping pattern I have to accept. If I have water, it doesn't mean by 10 acre I will go for sugarcane. So that understanding, that thing, that cropping pattern is the role of farmers producing organization, companies. That we are trying, that you have to take 1 acre of this kind of, that is understanding of 10 farmers. I will have this thing and then I will get good this thing price out of it.
Morning, sir. We have a good experience in nice extension in the research system for a long time. Sir, my small question is, we are of late hearing the private extension. What will be its future in agriculture? One.
Look.
And second one is, sir, we have a simultaneous parallel extension system in mandal level or taluk level by the state governments. That is called mandal agriculture officer, taluk agriculture officers. And we have a linkage with the university or KVK by TNV. It's a wonderful system for the past. And now they have strengthened their extension mechanism by providing laptops to them, and then they are accessing the information from AgriSnet or something else. So under this context, what will be the role, any modifications of the future of this the great TNV system?
Oh, first I will take TNV. As I said, they have a very good mechanism, and some of the states, they are still going on in Maharashtra, monthly district workshops that we are still running. And that's what required research and extension. They should have a platform to interact, regular interaction. In Andhra Pradesh, as you said, Mandal, this thing is available, and but university, I think you have good connection with the university. So state, as I said, Atma and KVK, and then your state and university. So these aspect, as I said already, you have pluralistic extension system, and that's why even private. The private extension, yes, I look from the angle of our own students, own agriculture graduates, and they should, why not? If there is a potential, if there are grape growers, if there are high-tech, doing the farmers, they can afford to pay back. So let them do. And that would be very limited. The country like vast country like India, there is no, without public sector, we cannot have, proper technology application. Public sector will remain. Private sector will be the complementary. It is not in competitive mode. It has to be complementary mode. So that should be our approach, that whomsoever it may be for the benefit of farmer, let them come and do the things. Because of, the vast number, 625,000 villages, so much, 120 million farmers, so huge. So whatever people, they are welcome, whether it is a private, whether it is a public, whomsoever it may be, NGO, we welcome for that. But for the benefit, partnership, now this is the era of partnership. But we say partnership for the prestige of the farmer, partnership for profit of the farmer. So for that we welcome whomsoever it may be. Okay. Yeah. Which KVK? Mehboob Nagar, huh? I have not visited Mehboob Nagar, okay. But I have heard, okay.
What will be the future of the KVK?
Future of the KVK is wonderful, don't worry. and I have made strong this thing, but I don't, still this cabinet note, EFC had approved, but cabinet is still not approved because of, I mean, that time election announced, otherwise I would have got through the cabinet approval also. And there I made many changes. You are 22, now 16 to 22 capsule.
Yes,
so that I have tried, then all are scientists, but we have to make I think they had one recent meeting and Honorable DG chairing that session, and hope he will support whatever we have made in 12th plan. It is not still approved as I am told.
And also
I am not there, otherwise I would have got it approved.
Yes, sir, we have seen your report also.
Yeah.
So that's very good.
Yeah, guideline, new guideline I have sent.
We
Yeah.
have seen.
So I wanted to make it very strong KVK. So that's I tried my level best, but hope have positive attitude, and definitely nobody can this thing. It's a question of, I mean, always a day and night kind of thing. When I mean sunrise is there, sunset is there, sunrise is there. So have positive attitude. KVK will be there, very strong footing. Don't worry.
Okay, thank you, sir.
So I don't agree with this kind of thing. Number is decreasing or increasing because we are democratic country. You know, earlier whole pulses area was the northern area. Now this shifted to the southern part. So farmer is free to do this kind of thing. Living and this thing, it depends on if nearby, I mean city area, there are example as you are telling, the people are selling their land, those things are happening. But there are again examples, IT hub near area, if there are good farmers, if they realize I will get more price from it, they don't sell their lands. But government planning, I mean land use planning and this thing, that policy, as you say very right, that those policies should be for the benefit of the farmers. That should happen to every state because it's a state subject. It's a state subject, and that's why farming is the largest unorganized private sector. If wherever farmers are organized, there we have positive things are happening. They have domination, they are getting the things done. So that's what we look forward, and we cannot leave, India cannot leave agriculture. That is our strength. Whole developed country, they know our strength. And that's why food security, nutrition security, in spite of such a large country, we are on strong footing. That's what you are, in some locality, it depends on state. That's what we have been trying. The state should have proper policy of agriculture. State should have proper extension policy. Those are lacking in some of the states. Yeah.
Presently in villages, about 80% land is under tenants. After 10 years, nobody, after this generation, my parents, people generation, doing some irrigation. After that, nobody in the villages doing irrigation.
That particular, I mean, things, as I said, this is, land is becoming, I mean, less and less. Those kind of things are there, and that's why we have consolidation of land and group farming. Those efforts are required, and we cannot have everybody. When there are 3 brothers, 4 brothers, they cannot do the farming. 1 or 2 has to go on service and this thing. That way we have to plan. I am also having land. We are 3 brothers. Earlier only my father and my uncle was there. So those things is going to happen. So anyway, okay. Converted into real estate. So you're very right. So that's why we have been, our former president of India, that Pura concept, providing urban facilities in rural areas. So that concept, that's what migration from, instead of rural to urban, urban to rural migration should take place. That kind of policies, that is particularly in Europe. If you see other areas, it is not like that. People from Bihar coming to Mumbai or other areas, or Bihar going to Punjab, all laborers are from Bihar in Punjab, Haryana. So this, wherever in that locality, if those kind of infrastructure is developed, and that's why I said lot of strength is there in agriculture. Lot of employment we can create. At secondary agriculture, processing, value addition, tremendous things are available. But these examples are very less. Things are happening, but very slow process. Our KVK Karnool, they have all your jackfruit and then cashew apple, your Karim. Your KVK people must be knowing this Karim. He is exporting to Dubai. Such a smile. If you see his KVK, remote KVK, but they did marvelous job of exporting the things. That kind of infrastructure in that village level it is created. So that's why in these village areas, those logistics arrangements are required. As you are telling, in pocket they concentrate nearby, all cosmopolitan cities. Whether it is a Kolkata, whether it is a Bangalore, whether it is a Pune or Hyderabad, that's why what the things you are telling, those land problems and these things are happening. Land is available. It is not like that. People are not moving toward it. Wherever connectivity is there, development is there. The connectivity problem is there. Good. Thank you. Next speaker, I am taking his time. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much.